Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of the Train Station. As always, I am your host, E10, and it's been a minute since I've been on here. I think it's been about a month since I've got out a video. Came down with a little bit of an illness, and that kind of took my whole creative flow out for a little bit. But I am back. For those that have been following me for a while, you know that I did a Twitch recap last year. And that's what I'm going to do again this year. See what's changed, see what hasn't changed. A link to last year's video will be in the description below. And I'm going to go by how many hours I watched, days I watched, etc. Then I'm going to go with my top game categories. And then I'm going to go with my top streamers that I've seen. That's pretty much how I'm going to structure it. So let's start off with hours watched. For those that have followed me on social media, you've seen that I gave a little bit of a preview away. So I've watched over 2,000 hours of Twitch, 2.12k hours, for a total of 315 days watched. I've sent over 7,000 messages, and I've accumulated over 726,000 channel points, which is channel points is what you earn when you watch the streamer, and they can set it up to where you can do different things with the channel points, like ask them a question or get a free subscription or VIP, etc. So I earned 726,000 in all of the channels accumulated total. So that's a lot of time watched. My top categories at number 4, just chatting, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's kind of like them doing this. They're just in front of the camera, talking to the chat, you ask them questions, etc. Coming in at number 3, a bit of a surprise considering most of the streamers I have on here don't even stream this game at all, or very rarely stream this game, because they have drops and whatnot for the game. You have to watch X amount of hours for it. It's a mobile game, WWE Supercard. They have, like I said, they have drops in it, and the drops are you have to watch 24 hours worth of content for it. Coming in at number 2 and number 1 should be no surprise. It's going to be, maybe a little bit of a repeat. Valorant and Apex. Valorant is number 2. I believe this will be the last year to be on the list. I will explain that later without getting too much into detail right now. Then Apex Legends comes in at number 1. Still by far my favorite game to play, my favorite game to watch. So that is my top categories. Now for the top streamer, coming in at number 4, she is a WWE content creator mostly, but she does do other things. Very variety streamer. I ended up being in the top 3% of all chatters. Miss T, or aka Miss Thickums, but we call her Jen or Miss T. So in her channel, for top 3, I watched a total of 92 hours, sent only 165 messages, earned a total of 46,760 points. Good variety streamer. And all these people, all of their channels will be linked in the description bar below, so just make sure you check that out and watch that. Coming in at number 3, she's primarily an Apex streamer. I'm not sure if she was on the list last year. I think she just missed out on the list last year. I'm in the top 2% of chatters for her, with a total of 220 hours watched, 306 messages sent, and channel points earned 80,334. Model Morg, and yes, her name is exactly as it sounds. She is a part-time model, full-time streamer. I believe at one point she was a full-time model and part-time streamer. She's kind of flipped that around due to, everything going on. So Model Morg, Apex streamer, coming in at number 2, and it pains me to really say this. I don't want to go into too much detail, but we were close at one point. We're not really close anymore. I did interview her, and she was number 1 last year. I'm Girly TV comes in at number 2. Total of 403 hours watched, 771 messages sent, 128,154 channel points earned. top 1% of chatters for her channel. Like I said, this will unfortunately probably be the last time she appears on this list. If I do it again next year, she will not be a part of it. I believe I am still a mod, but I'm going to be completely honest, I don't follow her channel anymore. And communication kind of went away. Again, I don't want to get too far into it, but just know that she was number 1 last year, she's number 2 this year, and she will probably no longer be on the list. Finally, coming in at number 1, there is a new number 1, and everybody knows who it is. I have also interviewed this person, so me interviewing this person, she will be on the description to that, or the video link to that will be on there. Mel, or Melanie, is number 1 this year. I am in the top 1% of chatters. By far the biggest channel I've watched this year. Total hours watched 657. I've been the most active in this channel with 3,794 messages sent, and I've earned a total of 228,232 channel points. I am a VIP in that channel, which just basically means that I have a little diamond or a star by my name. Mel, obviously, if you guys have seen the interview, if not, again, the link will be in that description below, but she is primarily and mostly an Apex streamer, and I think she really topped the list this year, one, because of the things that happened with I'm Girly TV, but also when she streams, she mostly streams pretty much simultaneously with my work schedule, which allows me to really just be able to be focused, watching her and, doing other things, doing my job and watching her, because, they line up kind of hand in hand. So her streaming at the time that she does really helps me personally to be able to watch her. A great community that she has there. A lot of the communities I mentioned are great. I know I don't have a lot of chat messages sent in Miss T's chat, but her community's great. Her Discord is pretty much where I do all my chatting there. Mel has a great community. I'm Girly TV has a great community. I don't talk to her necessarily anymore, but I talk to a lot of her community because, I've built friendships and relationships in those communities, and I didn't want to ruin those because of something that happened between me and the streamer. I said it last year, I'll say it again. Twitch is a great place to interact, especially with COVID and everything that was going on. I just continued to watch it, and I've kind of dabbled into it myself. If you guys look below, the link to my Twitch is there. Streams will be coming when I come back from vacation. Streams will be coming back, maybe some Pokemon, some Apex, and all of that. But Twitch is just a great place to be able to just feel comfortable, meet people that, you wouldn't normally meet. For somebody like me who's more introverted, it's a perfect place for me to kind of meet people. So that is my list this year. I hope you guys enjoyed.